Let's take a look at how to mask in Illustrator. I'm going to go ahead and create new document and choose from print A4. Would want a landscape orientation, and I'm going to go ahead and create. So masking allows you to cut out the shape or an image in a particular different shape or an image that you want to look like. Say I have this square and I want an image to fit within this object. So I'm going to go ahead and import an image. Go to File, Place, use Shift Control P as shortcut. Let's say I'm going to import a certain image. Okay, place. What I can do is I can click and drag to fit within this area. So I have this image and I have shape here. Remember, the shape has to be above the image or whatever you're trying to cut out. So I'm going to arrange this into back, and okay, this is now above the image. Okay. So select both of them and then make clipping mask. This option in properties, you can have make clipping mask. You can also go to object, clipping mask, and make. You have a shortcut of Control 7. So I'm going to select Control 7, and there the object has now taken over the image in that particular shape. Now in case I want to adjust this image, so I'm going to go ahead and give double click. Now I'm within the clip group. Make sure you have these options available up top. Now I'm clicking this image and I'm able to control this bounding box to this image. So I'm going to set this image like so. Maybe scale it down, hold shift and scale it down like so. Or you can rotate and do a whole lot of stuff, transformation with this particular image like so. After editing is done, you can go to back from here, or you can just double click on the canvas, white area in the canvas, double click and you're out. You can do this on any shape or any size. Let's say I'm going to try a circle now, so I'm going to take an ellipse tool. I'm holding shift to make it a perfect circle, and let's say I'm going to take a white color, maybe a red color. Okay, I'm going to use Shift Control P to import an image, and let's say this place, and click and drag in such a way that it fits within the circle. Okay, release. So an option I have here is embedded. Let's say I want to keep this image within the Illustrator document without linking. Let's say I just make something out of this image and save this document, and then I delete the original picture, which is this box image, and delete out of my system, maybe trying to format it or cleaning it up. Then when I reopen this document, and I will see that the image is not found. If you don't want that error, image not found, you can click on this embed, and this image will be saved within the document, and it would not need an external link or source for this image. So I have clicked embedded, and now this image is permanently here. Even if I delete the image from my system, I will be able to open it here. So the shape needs to be on the front, so arrange, bring to front, and place it like so. I can do this. Okay, so it fits the shape of this box. So select both of them and make clipping mask, and there I have my shape clipped within the circle. And also I can double click and re-edit my image like so. I'm going to select these and go ahead and delete these. Now, let's say I have multiple shapes, like the star. Let's say I'm going to take a star now. I'm going to Alt click and drag this shape, and Control D to duplicate. It will repeat the previous steps. So like this, I'm going to select all these and hold Alt and drag. Hold Shift to be in the straight line and Control D, D again. Okay, so I have, what if I want to clip an image within these objects? Yes, you can do that. You can do is go to simply just go ahead and place the image. Let's find some image here. Say this one. You place, click and drag, and embed. So now these shapes can be on the front. Zoom out, make it so here. Right click, arrange, bring to front. Now these image objects are above this image, and I can click and drag, make clipping mask. And that happened with only one shape. If you want this clipping mask to happen with all these shapes, then I'm going to select all these shapes, hold shift and deselect the image. Now I have only top edge. You have to go to object menu, compound path, and make. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl+8, compound path, and now I have this as a compound path. Now select the image behind, hold shift, select, make clipping mask. And there I have my image within these multiple objects. And again, I can move it, scale it down, and edit it like so. Okay. I'm going to delete this, and let's say I want to mask an image within the text. I click here and I'm going to give a mask, escape, make this bigger. We use this option, hold shift, and it's bigger. Use a different font, maybe this one. Now let's open an image, shift Control P, or go to file and place. Import this image, place, and click and drag. There. Okay, I'm going to send this to back, right click, arrange, send to back. There. Hold click and select both of them, make clipping mask, and there. You can also use the mask with the shape and text as well. So I can go in further, increase and decrease this size, or I can select this and increase and decrease this size. I can also edit the text, like I can go to the text tool and maybe I want cat, cat, escape. So it is now a cat. I'm going to go back to my artboard, and there I have my clipping mask with this object.
Now we have one more option to make a mask here, that is a layer mask, or you can call it an opacity mask. I'm gonna right click release clipping mask here, and I'm going to take a shape that is made of gradients. Let's say I make a circle, take a gradient within, and like so. I create this shape, and then as per the rule of the mask, layer mask, black means invisible and white means visible. So it will be interesting how the mask will be made. I'm going to select both of these, go to this opacity option, click on this, and make mask. And that's how you see. So here we had the black, and gradually it starts to begin to give white. So it gives kind of a fade effect to this image. Also, the shape has also been clipped within the opacity as well. So this is one more way you can use the mask as well and create some interesting effects with this like so. So I'm going to change the fill to radial. Let's say radial, and select both of these. Go to opacity and make mask. So you can create such effect as well. We give vignette, and let's say I'm going to create something interesting. Let's say go to effect menu, go to pixelate, maybe meso tint. Yeah, that's the effect I'm looking for. Choose any of these. It will just make a difference of dots here. So, and here, object, expand appearance. Okay. Now, I click on this image trace. Okay. And maybe I want to change this to this option here. Increase the threshold and make it high fidelity photo. This might take a while. It is a heavy effect. It will depend on your system. If you have a good system, then you can go ahead and try this effect. And if you don't, then I suggest you do not use this effect, as it might crash your system as well. So I have created this into before it converted into an image, and then I converted it into a shape, a vector shape. So I'm going to expand this. Okay. And that might take a while as well. Okay, it has been expanded. I'm going to select the white area, use the direct selection tool, and select the outside white area, press delete twice or thrice, and the white area will be gone. Okay. And we have this shape and this image. Select and go to opacity, make mask. And there you have an interesting effect going on there, and gave such a beautiful texture. You can use this and create a lot of things, combining this effect with shapes as well. Let's say I'm going to go undo. Okay. Delete this image, and I'll create a circle like so. Choose a color, red, and also I can use this masking effect on shapes as well. Works with everything, so you can go ahead and try that as well. So I'm gonna just bring it down. See the size of this circle. I'm trying to make this circle the exact same size of this. So I can copy this 441.713 pixels. So I'm going to get Control Z copy and create a circle. Double click here. Double click here and paste. And paste in height as well. Okay. So I have a new circle exactly the same size. I'm going to go ahead and align it, maybe center and center. I'm going to align this as well. Line tool here, center and center. This is taking a while because it has become a very heavy object with those dots within. Okay. So this object has to be behind. Go to arrange, send to back. Okay, I'll select both of these and go to opacity, make mask. and there you see it has created a beautiful effect here. So you can combine this and create a lot of things using this effect masking option as well. Also, you can go ahead and try with different effects and maybe create something beautiful.